In this video, I'm gonna share with you the perfect millionaire routine that is science-based. See a lot of routines getting very popular and going viral. And I'm gonna share with you a routine of mine that I believe is the most efficient way to actually have a morning routine, right? That is actually productive, that actually gets you to get shit done, right? Because there's a lot of fluff on the internet, there's a lot of different opinions, but if you want to be a successful guy, there's a certain way you have to operate with your day. And if you don't operate this way, you can kiss the chances of you ever making $1 million or being a successful man in general, goodbye. The first thing that you must do once you get up is to make your bed and do no scrolling. Yes, you need to put your phone as far away from your bedstand as possible. What I like to do is I put my phone on the opposite side of the bedstand, right? Or I put it on a floor to where I have to reach something that gets me out of bed. You want to stay away from the doom scrolling. A lot of people, when they get up, the first thing they do is that they check their phone. I set this shit up, guys, to where the only notification that I can get in the morning is my reminder that I have to get my ass up. My phone is on airplane mode. I have to get up and actually unplug it to then turn off the alarm. And the alarm will not stop till I get out of bed. And then I immediately make my bed. So people have this, this opinion that, oh, making your bed is useless. I disagree. I'm a very organized person in terms of like how I like things done. And I believe if you make your bed in the morning, you make your day. That's how the saying goes. Make your bed, make your day. If you're not making your bed, the thing that you were laying down in, you already started off being unorganized. I like to make my bed because it's like a reward, right? I know after a long day of hard work, I'm gonna come back to a well-made bed. And this is what I noticed. And this might be something that you guys might notice too. But whenever I make my bed, I usually don't get back in it until it's time to go to sleep. So when my bed is not made, when it's like the sheets are all over the place, you can just easily just slip back into your sheets and just take a nap, relax, because it's not made. But when your bed is properly made, you have to it's like a psychological thing. I have to take off the covers and then get into the sheets. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I got shit to do. So you make your bed, you immediately get up, boom, out of bed, make your bed. That's the first thing that you must do. The second thing that you must do, you need to meditate for at least 5 minutes. I don't think you should meditate for more than 5 minutes, but I think 5 minutes of awareness, present meditation in the morning will do you tremendous justice throughout the day. Here's why. I'm gonna read you some stats. Meditation enhances the present state. It boosts memory and cognitive flexibility. Studies suggest that meditation enhances memory retention and cognitive flexibility, making it easier to switch between tasks. Meditation increases memory retention and cognitive flexibility. A lot of people feel stuck throughout the day. You need to get riled up to get shit done. You have like this warm-up period before you feel warm to get started on your day. And I don't think that's useful. I think the best thing that you can do is to get up, and if you meditate, you are immediately present. Now you're sharp, you've gotten your mind right. Now you're preparing yourself to attack the day in your most cognitive, the most efficient cognitive ability that you have. You're now focused. The way I meditate, guys, I simply just focus on my breath. Inhale, exhale. Focus on calming myself down and focusing on breathing. This keeps me focused. This keeps me calm. Now, when decisions come about in the day, I'm not riled up. When I need to get straight to work, I don't need this warm-up period. It's like my brain turns on. The other thing that meditation does, guys, is it promotes neuroplasticity. Meditation has been linked to increase gray matter in brain regions associated with learning, memory, and emotional regulation. If you want to be a millionaire, if you want to be a successful guy, you got to learn how to regulate your emotions. You got to remember a lot of stuff. You have to be focused, right? You have a short amount of time in the day. The moment you wake up, your 16 hours has started. You need your 8 hours of sleep. Sleep is just as important as any of this. So you've gotten your 8 hours, right? Boom, you got 16 hours right now before you're back in bed. How are you gonna maximize those 16 hours? Let's say you work a job or you have a career. Let's say you go to work at 8 a.m. or you go to work at 9 a.m. That time between 6 and 8 or 6 and 9, that can be deep work. A lot of you guys, you go to work at 8, you waking up at 7:30, and you get off work at 4, you bullshit, and then you go to sleep at midnight, 1 o'clock, and then you're back again up again at 7:30. Instead of getting up at 6, right, or even possibly getting up at 5, working 2 hours of deep work, learning a skill, improving your skill sets to get ahead in something, unbothered, undisrupted focus until you have to actually go to work. You get off of work at 4, you hit the gym, you come back, you get some more learning done, you in bed maximum by 10. You in bed by 10, you up at 5, up at 6, and you back to studying again. How the hell won't you be successful if you follow that exact routine for 7 days a fucking week, 30 days, 31 days a month? You're telling me that if you get up 5 a.m. and you sleeping at 10 p.m. or 6, let's say you get up at 6, I'm gonna give you 6. Let's say you get up at 6 a.m., but you're in bed by 10, right? You're telling me 2 hours of dedicated study in the morning before you do anything? That is 14 hours a week of studying. 14 hours a fucking week. Just 2 hours a day. Let's do some math here. 2 hours a day, 14 hours a week, 14 times 4. 56 fucking hours in a month. You're telling me that if you studied, you learned something, you dedicated 56 hours in a month, in 90 days, in 3 months, 168 hours. That's a full work week in 3 months. There's only 168 hours in the week, but in 3 months, you could have learned something for a full week, just dedicating 2 hours a day. And then when you guys say, oh my God, this is so complicated, being successful is so hard. No, it's not. 2 hours. All I'm asking is 2 hours of unfiltered, unbothered work where you're not disrupted. You're learning something. You're getting ahead in something. That's what meditation can allow you to do. You can get your ass up and you can get straight to work. You mean to tell me 168 hours in 3 months, you're not going to be so far ahead? You think your life can't change in 6 months? I guarantee you it can, bro. The third thing I like to do when I wake up, I go straight to the bathroom and I wash my face with cool water so I can have my skin vibrant, right? I want my skin to look great. I just went to sleep. I gotta wash away some of these dead skin cells. I gotta wake up. I gotta be refreshed. That cold splash of water on my face in the morning is a wake up call. And then I use my skincare routine with no other than Tige Henley to get my skin clean and clear. We don't want these long, complicated routines. That's why Tige Henley, guys, comes with clear instructions on how to use the product, when to use the product, and how much to use the product. I need a skincare routine that integrates with my lifestyle. Like I said, I have to be up and I have to get to work. I'm trying to be focused. You don't have to get up out of bed, don't wash your face, or worse, pour soap all over your damn face. Guys, regular soap will fuck your skin up. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You see how clear my skin is? That's not by mistake. I use Tige Henley every single day. I gotta tell Tige to re-up more times than not because I be running out this shit fast. So as a guy who's trying to be busy, as a guy who's trying to be focused, as a guy who's trying to accomplish a lot, your morning routine should include a skincare routine that is seamless and easy to use. It's not complicated. You pick whatever system that you want. You can wash your face. You can use the serum. You can use the moisturizer. Boom, boom, boom. That takes 3 minutes and you're ready to go. Doesn't disrupt your day whatsoever. And you're also looking attractive because you're gonna be out there in front of people, or you're gonna get to work, or you're gonna interact with people, and you wanna look your best. Because the more attractive you look, the better you're taken, the more serious you're taken, the better people treat you. So we wanna make money, but we also wanna look good because we know that our appearance matters in how people view us and treat us. Attractive people are treated better. Attractive people are treated better. This will help you become attractive. So because you're watching me, because you're going through FitX, you're gonna get an extra 40% off, 20% off for life, plus a free gift when you sign up with Tige Henley. Uncomplicated skincare routine that I've been using for 4 years. Tige Henley has been with me from the bottom up when I was still back in Colombia. Like I've evolved, but my skincare routine has not gone anywhere. Simple, uncomplicated. Go on the link in the description, pin comments, get your 40% off, 20% off for life, plus a free gift. The free gift can be the scrubber, it can be a nail kit, right? Pick whatever free gift that you want. When you sign up with Tige Henley as a subscriber, guys, you get exclusive discounts, you get free shipping throughout the US. Unbelievable value, man. Link is in the description and pinned comments to get your uncomplicated skincare with Tej Henley. The next thing I'm gonna share with you is you're gonna take these 3 supplements. The reason I'm able to be so successful at such a young age is because I don't leave anything to chance. Nothing. I don't believe in luck. I'm an immigrant, guys. I was born in Lagos, Nigeria. I moved here when I was 9 years old. Like, I remember going through hell and high water, sleeping on my mom's husband's couch for like 4 years. I didn't even have a bed when I moved to America. So I don't believe that luck exists. So I need to give myself every opportunity to be successful. I have to take what I want. Not in an evil way, but in a very commanding way. And these 3 supplements I'll take, I'm gonna explain to you why I take them. First supplement I take, guys, is ashwagandha. Specifically, the KSM66 ashwagandha. The reason why I take ashwagandha, I just added this to my routine recently, and it has done wonders for me. You've probably seen so many videos about ashwagandha, but guys, I'm gonna tell you, for me specifically, this shit is amazing. Ashwagandha helps lower cortisol levels, reducing stress and anxiety, which can create a calmer mental state and better cognitive performance. One of the worst things that'll destroy your focus or hurt you in terms of making you successful is stress. Cortisol slows you down. The more stress you're going through, the worse you perform. This is just the reality. And I love ashwagandha. They say it's the emotionless drug, right? You start taking that ashwagandha and you don't have any feelings. I don't think that you don't have any feelings. I think that things just bother you less. Bro, I take ashwagandha morning and night. The sleep is unbelievable. I sleep amazing. As soon as I'm done my skincare routine, I'll take these 3 subs. Because I know as an entrepreneur, as a 7-figure entrepreneur, my life is gonna be stressful. So I have to navigate through the nonsense of the day. I have to navigate through the problems, and I need help. Your brain, guys, does not naturally want to go through stress. Being a high-level entrepreneur, being a high-level man, unfortunately, is not what your brain wants to do. Your brain wants to be comfortable. I think a lot of people don't understand this. Your brain wants to be comfortable. Your brain wants to confide in security. It doesn't want to have to go through stress because it's trying to protect you. Your body and your brain's purpose is to keep you alive. So it will avoid as much stress as possible. So the difficulties and the hardships that come from entrepreneurship, your brain will not want to go through. My dad actually died from hypertension, like stress, literally. That's what my father had high blood pressure. I have high blood pressure. My mom has high blood pressure. Like, it's a thing that runs in my family deeply. So this is unbelievable for me because not that I usually get very, very stressed, but when you have a stressful life because you're making a lot of money and you have a lot of problems, the saying more money, more problems exists. That's fucking true, because you're not gonna make that much money if you can't solve a lot of problems. So your income level is directly correlated with the level of problems you can solve. If you're solving little small problems, your income is gonna be little small. If you're solving really big problems and you're creating a lot of value, you're gonna have big problems. That mindset shift, that understanding has allowed me to embrace the stress of entrepreneurship. But my ashwagandha helps me, man. I take about 600 milligrams a day, 300 milligrams in the morning, 300 milligrams before bed. The next thing I take, creatine. Creatine is the closest thing, in my opinion, to steroids. I'm natural. People don't believe it, but I'm in great shape. I've been in great shape since I was 13. I've been working out since I was 13. I'm now 28, 15 years. You've heard creatine is, has a lot of functions. It's helping you recover, help you build muscle. But man, I'm gonna tell you some things about creatine that you might didn't know. Creatine boosts the energy reserves in the brain. Creatine helps reduce mental fatigue. This can be very useful during extended periods of intense cognitive effort. So I used to think creatine was just good for just helping me build muscle, but this shit helps you with mental fatigue. They have literally been studies that show that taking creatine, and I don't recommend this, can help substitute for bad sleep. You can take creatine and still be sharp and focused even when you don't get good enough sleep. Now, this does not mean, you get a bad nights of rest, so you go dump creatine in your damn mouth. No, but it reduces mental fatigue. You see, if you're a hard worker, you have these long, intensive, cognitive, demanding days where you have to be focused, thinking, communicating, all these things. You got big problems to solve. Creatine will help reduce that mental fatigue. The reason I'm gonna tell you guys my last supplement in a second, but the reason I love this stack I don't experience a crazy high in energy or any lows. This is like, I stay level-headed, calm, focused the whole fucking day. I'm talking about from the moment I take it, early in the morning, till I'm going to bed. I feel like I could work. I go to sleep because I know sleep is important, but I can work till midnight, 1 o'clock. I don't because I know I have to go to sleep, but I don't feel the drain. I don't feel tired. I can get a lot of shit done and don't feel exhausted. So you take the ashwagandha, I take around 5 milligrams of creatine. The mental fatigue doesn't exist because I feel calm and relaxed and I can work harder and longer. And the last thing I take, man, is caffeine pills. You got to be careful with the dosage that you're taking. The safest limit is like 400 milligrams a day. That's around 2 cups of coffee. But caffeine increases levels of the neurotransmitters like dopamine and norepinephrine, right? That help boost focus and cognitive performance. So your brain has a lot of chemical wiring. And I think you're not doing yourself enough justice if you're not supplementing to help it perform at its greatest strength. I used to think that I can just raw dog life. I'm supposed to be focused and energized. Why? Your brain doesn't want to go through that. Your brain will literally try to not work hard. Your brain will literally try to not go through stress. You can use these supplements, my core 3, ashwagandha, creatine, and caffeine, right, at a safe limit. Like I said, I take 300 milligrams in the morning of ashwagandha, 300 at night. I take 400 milligrams of caffeine. It's about 2 cups of coffee, normal. And I take 5 grams of creatine. 12-hour days, easy. You couple that with 8 hours of sleep, there's no fucking way in the world you won't be able to work at least 12 hours a day. Now, if you're working a labor-intensive job, that's different. You're gonna experience fatigue, but if you're a guy that's an entrepreneur and you're like communicating with people, maybe you're a content creator or you're a business owner and you gotta be communicating and thinking and solving problems throughout the day, this combo, man, will help you tremendously. I fucking guarantee you. I'm talking about, man, I cannot go to sleep and keep working because I don't feel tired. Even though I go to the gym. I go to the gym and I lift heavy weights. This is my go-to. I still lift weights and get a lot of work done without experiencing too high of a high and too low of a low. Whenever I experience these super highs, it feels great in the moment, but then the lows are really low. So I don't like that. And the last thing you got to do, man, is get to work. You don't got to do nothing crazy, man. From the time you wake up to the time you're either at your desk or you're learning something should be no more than 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And the way you guarantee this is to have a timer. So the last thing is you got to get to work. Everything needs to be turned off. I got one of these timers that I got from Amazon, and I set a time on how much I'm trying to get done, right? The time I want to elapse and the work I want to get done. So let's say I get up at 7 a.m. From the time I get out of bed to the time I'm at my desk working, either making videos, reviewing content of my students, teaching my students or whatever I'm doing, it's 20 minutes maximum. And then with my phone on airplane mode, boom, this timer is on, an hour, 45 minutes, 2 hours, whatever needs to get done. Whatever that time is intensive focus. I got the cold water, my skin is clear, boom, I got my subs, boom, I've meditated, boom, 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 20 minutes, straight to work. It's about how much work, productive work you can get done in a day. It's not about just doing shit. It's about how much work you can get done in a day. You only realistically have 16 hours in the day. What are you doing with it? You're not at your job 16 hours, buddy. If you're at your job more or less 8 hours, let's say you work overtime, you grinding 10 hours, it's still 6 more hours in a day. You go to the gym 1 hour, 2 hours, still 4 hours in a day. You telling me you can't dedicate 1 hour to studying, 1 hour to learn the skill? You don't want to be a millionaire, man. You don't want to be successful. But this is how I do it, guys. From bed to work, 20 minutes. And I take my subs, I wash my face, my skin is clear, my timer is ready, I'm getting straight to work. 20 minutes, maximum. And that's it, guys. Don't forget, man, when you wake up in the morning, you have to make sure that your skin is looking good, because when you're interacting with people or you're going throughout your day, you want to have clear, clean skin, and nobody's going to help you do that better than T. Chumley. 4+ years now, guys. My entrepreneurship journey this brand has been with me from patchy beard to full beard, from small apartment to penthouse, T. Henley has been with me, integrating in my lifestyle to be an attractive guy, become a more attractive guy while improving my entrepreneurial life. Simple, straight to the point, clear. You're gonna get 40% off, 20% off for life plus a free gift when you go in the link in the description or the pinned comments. And that's it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'll get back with you guys next time.